somebody and say, that's what men do. Men take care of their home. Men look out for their wives, and they look out for their families. Men stand up and handle the business. They don't crush under pressure and go to weeping. But even look at somebody and say, even if you do weep, yeah, it's all right to weep. It's all right to weep, because weeping only endures for a night, but joy comes when? Well, I found out the other day that in the morning wasn't when daybreak comes. In the morning is at 12:01 a.m. Somebody say in the morning. You know, y'all had me thinking that I had to wait until the sun peeped through the clouds. Y'all had me thinking I had to wait until 6 a.m. or 5 a.m. when the sun came up. But that ain't in the morning. Y'all don't hear what I'm saying. In the morning is at 12:01 a.m. It may be dark outside. They tell me it's the darkest at midnight. But at midnight at 12:01, when it's real dark outside, God said that's when joy gonna come. In the midst of your trouble, in the midst of your trial, in the midst of your travel, in the midst of everything that the enemy meant for evil, God said I'm gonna turn it into good. Look at somebody and say, God gonna bless me in the morning. In the morning. Yeah, morning goes from 12:01 a.m. until 12 noon p.m. Then you got afternoon from 12 p.m. until around 6 o'clock. That's only 6 hours. And then after 6 o'clock until midnight, another 6 hours, you got what we call evening. But morning lasts 12 hours. 12:01. Y'all don't hear what I'm saying. Look at somebody and say, I got more time to be blessed. So now you need to understand that David is in position, please. David has left his family, and he has decided to go do some manly things, and he takes all of the 600 men with him, and they leave their homes unattended. They leave their homes, their children, their cattle, and everything that they own is now left open and gullible to the enemy. And so the Bible says that when Achish told him that he could not go fight with them, David says, what do we do? He says to David, he says, you need to go home. You need to go back to where you live. Just go settle yourself for a while and let the Lord deal with you. And the Bible declares that when David started headed back towards Ziklag, when they got in the vicinity of Ziklag, they saw smoke coming up in the air. They knew that that was a warning for trouble. I stopped by to tell somebody, you may be on your way home, but the devil is going to send some smoke signals up, because he wants you to know that he's not going to let you get back without giving you a little trouble. But look at your neighbor, brothers, and say, I'm ready for this. Look at somebody, brothers, and say, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this. And so the Bible says that when David got back to Ziklag, all of their homes were burned down, all of their women were gone, all of their children were gone, all of their cattle were gone. I stopped by to tell somebody, it don't matter how hard you work for it. It don't matter how long you work for it. It don't matter whether God gave it to you or didn't give it to you. It doesn't even matter, because the devil doesn't care about you. His job is to kill, to steal, and to destroy. But I stopped by to tell somebody that if God be for you, who can be against you? The Bible says that David went back to Ziklag, and when he got there to Ziklag, that he said that we got a problem here, because these are my people. I can't find my wives. My children are gone. My cattle is gone. Is there anybody in here that knows what I'm talking about? You worked all of your life, and they send you a notice and tell you they're going to foreclose on your home. They send you a notice and tell you they're going to repossess your car. They send you a notice, call you on the telephone, and they tell you that your house is on fire. Everything that you've ever owned is burned up, and God behold, I just let the insurance laugh. Because I didn't have much money. I had to make some decisions on which direction to take. Lord, what's going on? I don't understand why you're letting me go through this. I've been with you a long time. I've been living for you, walking with you, standing up for you. But look at what's going on in my life. Lord, what's the matter? What's going on? I can't seem to understand why I'm going through what I'm going through. And so the Bible says that David did not understand what was going on. And so the Bible declared that David went in a secret place. Somebody say a secret place. And David had to encourage himself. Sometimes, brother, you may not have nobody to rub your head. Sometimes they may not understand what you're going through. Somebody may not understand what you're up against. And sometimes you got to just go somewhere all by yourself and have a little talk with Jesus and tell him all about your problems. Anybody in here know what I'm talking about? And sometimes you got to go in the closet and encourage yourself. But don't just encourage your own self. You got to encourage yourself in the Lord. Somebody say, do it in the Lord. Yeah, you got to do it in the Lord, because you done done all you can do, but God said, now that you out of the way, now that you know that you can't handle it by yourself, he said, turn it over to me and watch me work. Watch me handle the situation. Watch me handle the circumstance. Watch me get you back to where you belong. I know that you wanted the best for your household. I know you wanted the best for your children. I know you wanted the best for your spouse, but you weren't able to handle it. But God said, turn it over to me, young man, and watch me work it out, because God is able to do exceedingly abundantly above all that we can even ask or think. If you believe what I just said, somebody shout glory. What shall I do? The Lord turned around and said, David, pursue, overtake, and without fail, recover all. Look at your neighbor and say, neighbor, pursue, overtake, and without fail, recover all. I don't know who it is tonight, but there's some things in your life that the devil didn't want you to have. There's some things in your life that the devil took from you. There's some things in your life that the devil didn't want you to understand. But God told me to tell you, hang on in there, pursue, overtake, and without fail, recover all. It may be a new job. Pursue, overtake, without fail, recover all. It may be your tuition. Pursue, overtake, without fail, recover all. It may be your family. Pursue, overtake, without fail, recover all. It may be your salvation. Pursue, overtake, without fail, recover all. It may be the Spirit of God coming in your life. You better pursue, overtake, and without fail, recover all. Somebody say yeah! Say Well, the Bible says that David went on ahead and did what God said do. Point to some men around you. Some of those men over there. Some of those men over here. And tell them, do what God told you to do. Lord, have mercy. If you do what God tell you to do, we can't go wrong. Yeah. David got it, man. Got them together. And when he got them together, he said, we got to go after them. But 200 of them said to the Egyptian, he said, did you see a band of bandits headed this way? He told him, he said, yes. He said, I was with them. I was the servant of one of the Amalekites. He said, but if you don't tell them that I told you so, I'll show you where they are. God will give you favor. God will give you direction in the midst of what the devil is doing. God's already got a ram in the bush. Yeah. And so David and his mighty men got with the Egyptian.